Before you start new goals, um, you gotta remember that you can't build through chaos. Meaning, if you have a lot of things going on, not a lot of things happening, you need to tighten those up before you can actually begin prepping for where you want to go. So any loose ends that you have, anything that you have that is pressing, that needs to get taken care of, take care of those things. Medical things, work, just everything in general. Just tighten up all those things. And then once you tighten up all those things, then you make a plan. For me, it took me about 2 years of just relaxing and trying to find peace before I could actually start making plans to do things again. And it took a while, but once I got there, I was good. But I had to take that time. It may not take you that long, but it took me that long just to, get better with myself mentally, emotionally, and physically, and be able to get myself centered before I started, getting into the rat race and working again. Once I was able to do that, I was able to plan. I was like, okay, so this is what we got to do. I need to figure out, do I want to go to school? I need to get a job. Let me get a job. Let me pay my bills first. Let me take care of those things. So that's what I did. I set out to find a job, and I did finally find one. It took me a while because it was during COVID, but I found me a job. And then once I found that job, there was a steadiness, there was a peacefulness to it because, I literally went to work. And then after I go to work overnight, I go home, relax, and chill. Just find my space and try to relax. After that, it was still keeping steady. I kept steady. And that's what you want to do. You want to stay steady. And then once you can stay steady, you can slowly start building on what you've already started. And then, from that, it went from meeting my wife to, okay, where do we want to live? All right, how can I support her? How can I make things better? I need to go to school. And it's just that, once you get started and you get the one little block after you find peace out of the chaos, everything just builds on that. Now, of course, you're going to have issues that may arise while you're on your path. But once you already have that structure, once you already have that settled, you just take everything as it comes and then just move forward. So for me, I believe that, you want to get better mentally, emotionally, and physically before you really set out on what you're trying to do. And that's what worked for me. And, hopefully it works for you. This is Unseen Hours.